Hi, thank you for coming to CTV. On today's episode, I have cornerback Nahshon Wright from Oregon State University. Nahshon, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good in yourself.
I'm doing good. Congratulations on being the next prospect for the NFL draft. That's huge. Um,
Thank you.
it's my understanding, though, that you have an extra year of eligibility. What made you decide to declare to the draft early?
Well, so technically, I had another 2 years of eligibility because last season didn't count. I declared it early just because the timing just felt right. I felt like I was ready to take the next step in my life and to go at the highest level that you could possibly play at. So that was it for me.
And so the last season didn't count because of the COVID.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
didn't count towards anyone's eligibility. So, but in essence, it was a free year.
Wow. Well, you still had a really good year. 30
I
tackles.
think it was 30 tackles. I had one sack this year, and like it was like a sack force fumble.
Yeah. So that's all really good. Really good numbers.
Thank you.
And you had a few different offers. You had offers to go to Hawaii, San Jose, and I believe San Diego State
Hmm.
and Boise State as well.
Right.
What made you decide to go to Oregon State?
Well, I always wanted to play Power Five football, so I wanted to be in one of those five conferences. I wanted to feel like at home, so
Mhm.
the coaches kind of gave me that feel. They were genuine, and they've always held true to their word. So like right now, I'm still taking classes, although that I've declared and basically opted out of playing college football. And Coach Smith is letting me finish up my degree while I'm training and doing everything. So he's held that promise to me. So they're like they're good guys just outside of good men outside of football.
So I see that kind of rubbed off on your little brother, Ray Jean, and he joined you.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, he had a bunch of offers. Um, I think he came to Oregon State. Just I think it was kind of I don't know why he came. I was under the impression that he wasn't going to go there. I thought he was going to go to like Colorado or like UCF. And then one day he called me. He was like, "I'm gonna come to Oregon State," and I was like, "All right." And but yeah, I guess it did a little bit. I think what it was, he just built a good relationship with our defensive back coach, Coach Blue. Um, and like you can tell Coach Blue he's true to his word. Like he told me that when I came, like that I would have an opportunity to compete for a starting job. And so same with my younger brother, when he came, he had an opportunity. He just was still young and learning. So right now I think he's in a good position.
So there was three of you all together playing for Oregon State.
Yeah, my cousin Alton Julian.
Okay, that's crazy. That's amazing though.
Yeah.
Everybody went over there. That's dope. Um, maybe you think he missed you a little bit. You're the big brother.
No, I don't think he misses me. We basically talk every day. We play the game or whatever. So we talk every day. I don't think he really misses me. I think he's probably happy I'm gone.
Well, I also seen that you made a little cameo on Last Chance You for the season
Yeah,
5.
yeah. I got on. I appeared on there a few times. It was a good experience. It was definitely different. Like I wasn't used to like all the cameras and the cameras just being like in your face, like right here. So it was definitely different. It was more exciting to watch um, my brother and kind of follow their season and see how they did, just because I was at Oregon State, didn't really get to see what it was like, but it was fun.
That's cool. And how did you like? I spoke with Coach Beam last week. Actually, I had the privilege to talk to him. What was your experience with him actually being coached under his type of, you know, program organization?
Well, Beam is like a father figure to me. Beam. So when my dad passed, Beam, he was in the process of like recruiting my brother to come to Laney because my brother had an offer to San Jose State out of high school. He just didn't want to go there because he felt like he could have done better than that, or just went to a school that he liked. Um, and Coach Beam came to our house, and he talked to both of us, and he kind of just like, what would your dad want you to do for you at this time? Like what would he want for you guys? And then from that point on, he was like, look, I need to see you at practice. And he was like, you take care of business. I'll make sure that you're fine. And when I got there, he did everything that I could have asked for. And even to this day, like we still talk. Coach Beam was part of the process of me deciding to declare, me deciding an agent. So Coach Beam, I think he's going to be in my life for many more years to come.
That's awesome. I love Coach Beam. I grew fond of him as well, so I can only imagine what you guys felt actually being there for a few years. And you
Yeah,
also got to be part of the championship team.
yeah. I was a part of the state championship team.
So that's pretty awesome itself. I'm sorry to hear about your dad, but I think like that shaped a lot of you and your brother's dynamic having to kind of push forward. How
Definitely.
did that affect you in the middle of a season and having to still be a student athlete?
Well, so my dad passed in December, so he passed right. So he passed in December of 2017. So he passed going into the 2018 season. So but it was like the first few months of it was kind of hard because like you're dealing with the death of, well, actually about the first year because we were dealing with my dad's death, and then we were still going to like the court hearings, and just kind of like just having to deal with that was kind of different. But I think what it did for me, like, it just taught me not to take anything for granted. Like, it teaches you to appreciate life, and especially for how short life is. So it teaches you to appreciate it and just continue. Like, for me, like, it made me go harder. Like, just wanted I wanted it more. So yeah, that was what it did for me. Like, it humbled me definitely.
Right, absolutely. And what do you think your dad would say to you and Ray right now, considering you guys are both you're on your way to the draft and
Yeah.
Ray's right behind you?
He'd definitely be happy, but my dad is kind of like, my dad was kind of one not to show it, like, but I know he would be happy. Like, I think he'd definitely be excited just to see how far we've come in terms of like school. Like, my dad was big on school and grades, so um, he'd be excited like in terms of how good we've been doing in school, and then of course of how far I've made it to this point. So he'd be happy, but my dad is kind of like, and he's never satisfied because I remember. So my dad was part of the reason why my dad was part of the reason why Ray didn't go to San Jose State because my dad was in the military, so he served. So like part of his GI Bill was we could go to any school in California, like paid for. And when Ray got the offer to San Jose State, my dad was happy for him, but he was like, "Look, um, you can go. I can pay for you to go to San Jose State." He was like, "Shoot for better. Like go somewhere that you would really want to go to." And so that was part of the reason why Ray ended up not going to San Jose State and why he chose to go junior college to possibly get a bigger offer.
Mm-hmm. And your
So
dad
my
had a philosophy. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, so I was just saying my dad is one just not, he was never really satisfied. He's kind of always pushing us, which has made me better because I like to think that I've never arrived. Because there's always something you can be better at.
Absolutely. I think he had a philosophy that you guys mentioned in Last Chance. You don't have an option B because the option B
Yeah.
takes away from your option A.
Yeah. So plan B. Yeah. My mom gets mad at me when she gets mad at me and Ray when we say that. But like when you think about it, plan B does take away from plan A. Like, because I don't like if you're not focused on what you have to do for plan A and you're kind of trying to think about, all right, if plan A doesn't work, then I have to think about what I would have to do for plan B. You're taken away from plan A. Like, so for me and Ray, there was never really a plan B. Like, I mean, plan B for us was kind of like, was the school part, and that was kind of a given with playing football because you have to go to school to play football. So Plan B was just, I guess, getting the degree and the bachelor's or whatever. But there was all like, I remember like our coach, like one of my coaches would always say like, I didn't bring you here to play. I mean to go to school. So if you're not taking care of what you're supposed to be doing in the classroom, then we're gonna probably have to switch your major because you're not handling your business. So like, um, definitely, yeah. There's no plan B for me. Plan B was plan A for me was getting to the NFL, and plan B was me getting to the NFL. Like I didn't really have one. My mom hates when we say that.
That's good. So what does that path to the draft look like for you? Are you doing like a pro day or are you visiting the combine?
Well, so yeah, I got a combine invite a few weeks back. I want to say going to, like 3 weeks ago. But so the combine is canceled. So there's no like testing being done in Indy. I think you would just go out there to do like medical evaluations. I'm still not even too sure about that. But yeah, my pro day is April 1st, and kind of just right now just training. Kind of I've met with a few teams. I meet with a team tomorrow. Just kind of just going through that now. Just meeting with teams for them to get to know me, what I like, kind of who I am as a person, and then we'll go from there.
And so where are you going to Indy for this?
No, so for my pro day, it'll be at Oregon State. I think we fly out to Indy sometime in April just to do like medical evaluation and just check to see if we physically check out. I think that's all we're doing in Indy, and I'm not even too sure if that's what we're supposed to do. But that was on the invite thing, like the what we like the steps in terms
Hmm.
of the combine.
So are you ready for your pro day?
Oh, definitely. There's still. I mean, I have about a month and a half before I actually have my pro day, but I'm definitely ready. I'm working towards it still putting in countless hours. So,
What are
um,
you doing to prepare?
just I've been lifting, working on like techniques, just my movements as far as being a defensive back. Learn still improving my football IQ in terms of like coverages, defensive fronts, and things like that. And then working on my 40 starts, the three cone, and then like the L drill. So and the vertical. So I'm just working on all the things that I'll have to do at my pro day.
Okay, so you're 6'4" and 188 pounds.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm about 187. When I first got here, I lost a bunch of weight during the season, so I played the season around like 180. So I'm kind of just getting that weight back. But yeah, I started the season at 188, and then it just started to it tapered off as the season went on. But yeah,
So your physical is pretty big for your position as well. Um,
yes.
what do you think that you're going to offer to a future candidate when they see you at the combine?
Someone that's long. And like so for me, my probably my biggest knock would be being tall and not being able to like fluidly move my hips. So I think just being able to show them that I can actually move my hips. Um, I have great ball skills. I love just to attack the game of football in general. I'm physical. I just love the game, and I'm just a hardworking kid. I'm just never satisfied.
So it might be projected that you might be the first one from Oregon State University to get drafted. How is that going to make you feel?
Uh, I don't I don't know. I'm not too sure how that make me feel. I mean, I have two. I have like four other guys that are definitely good. Jamar, Hamaka Rashid, and Isaiah Dunn. So um, I wouldn't be like if I went before any of them. I mean, I guess it'd be. I guess it'll be. I don't know. I don't. I'm not in competition with none of my guys. So uh, it'll be crazy though if I was to go pretty early.
That would be an actual like really good achievement coming out of Oregon State and
Yeah.
everything you went through coming from Laney. Um, and how do you think like Ray and you would like fare in the NFL eventually? Because I'm pretty sure Ray's going to join you. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think if I don't know.
Have you guys ever talked about playing like on the same team or against each other?
No, we never. I don't think we've ever gotten that far, just because like the league is, it's like it's really like only like a certain percent of people even get to this point. So we've talked. I mean, we've talked about being in the league. We've never really talked about playing on the same team because that's highly unlikely. But we definitely talked about being in the league, potentially playing against each other. It would be crazy. I definitely want him to get to the league so he can help me take care of my family. So I'm not just doing it by myself. But I think it'll be crazy, and exciting for sure.
Now, you did mention that this season didn't count due to the pandemic, but how was it different for you playing a modified season with everything going on?
Honestly, it didn't. The season, I don't know, it didn't feel modified. Like we played 7 weeks, but like on the body, it felt like 12, 14 weeks. So it really didn't feel like 7 weeks. I guess the only difference was like just having to get up earlier to go in and get tested every day. And then of course not having fans like, but when I'm on the field, I can't honestly, when the fans are there, I can't hear them. Like I zone out, like I don't hear anything until like a play is made and then you hear the crowd. But I guess that was the only difference. And I guess just like the sacrifices that you had to make, like you can't go out, have fun, just a little thing so that you don't risk yourself and your teammates of getting corona or so just those little things. But as a team, we came together and we met and we said we were going to have to make these type of sacrifices to even get through those 7 games. And we were lucky enough to have played all seven without any complications.
So, if there is a specific team that you could possibly go to, where would you want to play?
Well, since I've been watching football, I've always been a Raiders fan. Um, so I would love to go play in Las Vegas now. So yeah, that would be like if I could go play for the Raiders, I would.
I believe it. Oakland, Oakland
Yeah,
at heart. I don't
def-
blame you. I would want to go there too and play for Coach Gruden and Mike
yeah,
Mayock. So that would be, I could see you there. I'm sure they could use the help on the defensive.
yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of all 32 teams right now. Like, so whoever gets me. But like, if I could pick, I would go to Las Vegas for sure.
Right, Allegiant Stadium. Well, I'm looking forward to your actual pro day and seeing what you have to offer. And I'm rooting for you. So good luck on your path to the draft. I'll stay in touch. Thank you for being on the show. So it's been a pleasure. I'm
Thank you.
Cynthia Tapia, and you're watching CTV. Thank you.